Hello all, let's go through IBPS RRB notification. I know I am a bit late. Notification was released on 6th or 7th. Today is 11th. But still, let's see what are some changes which IBPS has proposed or what are some important things which we should note. So these are the dates. So registration has already started from 7th. Last date is 27th. Last year I remember they have extended the date for 2 to 3 days. But we should not consider that this time also they will extend. So try to fill your form before 27th. Don't wait for last date. Try to fill by 15th, 16th, 17th June, or you can wait till 25th June if you want more clearance on vacancy part, because there are a few RRBs which have not reported their vacancy. We will talk more about that. PT will happen from 22 July to 27 July. Then pre-exam on August 24. Pre-exam is for scale 0 and scale 1, means office assistant and officer scale 1. For scale 2, that is for IT, and scale 3, only one exam will be there, that is single exam. So the date is September or October 2024. And if we take reference of IBPS calendar which was released during January, the date was mentioned as 28th September 2024. So your exam will happen on 28th September 2024, and as per the trend, the exam happens in second shift for scale 2 and 3. For scale 1, the exam happens in first shift. So today is 11th and exam date is 28th September. So you have around 3.5 months to prepare. It's quite good time if you will focus and if you will study with dedication, then you can clear it very easily. Interview will happen in November, and as usual, result date is January 25, that is 1st January 2025. Let's skip the index part and quickly move to the part which are important for us. Introduction. These are the things like for office assistant and scale 1 there will be 2 exam, pre and mains. For scale 2 and 3 only one exam will be there, that is mains. Interview will be there for officer post, that is scale 1 to 3. For office assistant there is no interview. Then these are the participating RRBs. All 43 RRBs are participating, and there is one column for regional language. So confusions are going all around, like if for scale 2 we are applying from other state, will there be any language proficiency test, or will there be any foundation for regional language? uh, See, regional language knowledge is required for scale 0 and scale 1, that is office assistant and officer scale 1 only. There they have mentioned in the notification that you should know the regional language. You should have studied the language in your school or class 10th exam. If you don't know, there is no problem. You will be given 6 month time to learn. For scale 2 and 3, this is national level exam. This is not you have to apply from one state. For scale 0 and scale 1, people need to apply from a particular state, and they have to give preference to the RRBs of those state only. Suppose if you are applying from Uttar Pradesh, then there are 3 RRBs in Uttar Pradesh, and you need to give preference to those 3 RRBs. But for scale 2 and 3, you need to give preference to all 43 RRBs. So there is no foundation for regional language in scale 2 and 3 post. So I think this is clear, that regional language doubt is clear to all. Eligibility criteria is same in the sense as it was during last few years. Nationality India, Nepal. Age for assistant 18 to 28, officer scale 1 18 to 30, scale 2 21 to 32. They have mentioned candidates should have not have been born earlier than 3 June 1992 and later than 31st May 2003, board date inclusive. Scale 3 21 to 40, relaxation as per government terms. Then benchmark disabilities, ex-serviceman, the definition, EWS category. You can go through if you want, but these are not relevant as of now. You should have proper document and proper certificate if you are applying from these categories. Definition of AWS is as per government declared. Now coming to educational qualification, let's quickly go to IT part. Officer skill 2, IT officer. So they have mentioned bachelor's degree from a recognized university in electronics, communication, computer science, IT, or its equivalent with a minimum of 50% marks in aggregate. Now what does this equivalent mean? They have not given any branch like electronics and communication or electronics and telecommunication. So those are equivalent to electronics only. Similarly, for electrical and electronics, you should know like what are their equivalents. In Uttar Pradesh, electrical and electronics are considered equivalent to electrical engineering and not electronics engineering. And for degree also, they have not mentioned whether it is a 3-year degree or 4-year degree. So as of now, we can consider like any degree in the relevant subject is eligible. But from past experience, we have heard that many students have been not allowed to appear in interview because of BCA or BSc kind of degree, because it's depend on the DB panel, the panel which is reviewing your document. If they presume or if they accept it, then you are allowed to appear in interview. But it's all about interpretation, how you are interpreting this document. So you may apply for the post, but if you are confident that you can convince the DV panel, like yes, as per this notification, your degree is eligible, then it's very easy for you, because they have not mentioned anything about engineering or they have not mentioned anything about duration. Experience is 1 year you need to have in relevant field. Relevant field means IT field. If you are working in an IT company, then you are eligible. Teaching job like teaching computer science is not a relevant experience. And educational qualification result is all, the cutoff date is 27 June 2024. Experience wise also, the date is 27th June 2024. You should have minimum 1 year experience as on 27 June 2024. See here they have mentioned proficiency in language, regional language. This is for only scale 1 and office assistant. They have given a time of 6 months in local language. Credit history is, you should have good credit history, good CIBIL score. This is application fees, 850 for general, 175 for SC/ST PWBD. Now let's go to exam pattern. For scale 2 and 3, this is the medium of exam, single level exam, specialist cadre. Yeah. So for specialist cadre also, this time the pattern is same, 240 question, 200 marks. Language and computer knowledge will be divided by half. So 40 questions for each section, 40 professional knowledge 40 marks, 40 reasoning 40 marks, 40 financial awareness 40 marks. Hindi or English, you have to select only one. Either you can opt for English or you can opt for Hindi. 40 question 20 marks, computer knowledge 40 question 20 marks, quantitative aptitude and data interpretation 40 question 40 marks. So now the important part is here, this dollar sign. What it is telling, IBPS reserves the right to make the duration of test separate for each test. This will be duly communicated to candidate in the information handout. So usually what would happen in the last exam or last few exams, there was a composite time of 2 hours and 30 minutes, and you can opt for any section in any order. But here IBPS has mentioned that they can make a sectional timing also for each section. So like 20 minutes they will give for professional knowledge, 20 minutes for this, 20 minutes for this, or the same way, and you have to attempt the question in that section in those hours also. So this is a change which we are expecting that this time will happen, as IPS has intimated here, and this cannot also happen. So we cannot say when the admit card will be there and information handout will be there, that will be more clear. Now cut off, these things are same. Interview will happen with nodal RRBs along with the help of sponsor bank NABARD and IBPS. These are documents which we should have. Here it is mentioned like experience certificate as on 27 June 2024. So experience wise also cutoff date is 27 June 2024. Other things are very simple. The normal things only which they have mentioned. Declaration also it is same which we used to declare from last few years. Biometric verification will happen during exam. I think there is nothing much important after that. So now quickly go through annexures, that is vacancy part. So see, the vacancies which they have mentioned here is are indicative. As you can see, they have written it's indicative. So indicative means this vacancy can increase, this vacancy can decrease, these vacancies can be withdrawn. NR means not reported. So let's go to scale 2 part quickly. For IT, most of the bank has reported 0 vacancies. There are around 90 to 94 vacancies are there as of now, and there are few banks which have not reported vacancy. For example, the RRBs is sponsored by Bank of Baroda, Jammu Kashmir, Uttar Bihar Gramin Bank. So these banks will report the vacancies. I am not sure about the RRB sponsored by Bank of Baroda, but yeah, Uttar Bihar Gramin Bank will definitely report few vacancies in IT, maybe 4 to 6 vacancies. So the vacancies are almost similar only. There are only plus minus 10 to 20 is there. And one more thing which is important here to note, let's go quickly to the introduction part. Yeah, here one point which we have to remember, a candidate can apply for one post in officer's cadre, that is for officer scale 1 or 2 or 3. So if you think that you are eligible for scale 1 also and you are eligible for scale 2 also and you can apply for both posts, so it is not correct. You can apply for only one post. Either you have to apply for scale 2 or you have to apply for scale 1. So that is the important part which I wanted to discuss with all of you. So I think I have covered most of the things and the doubt in confusion has also been resolved. And if you have other doubt, please let me know on my Telegram channel. Link is there in description box. And I am planning to conduct a live session also during weekends, maybe Sunday or Monday. And if you have any other doubt for filling up the form or what we need to fill or anything, we can connect over there also. So if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much.